Next point is oxides of 15th group elements. Oxides. All 15th group elements, they can form two types of oxides. One is trioxides, other one is pentoxides. Now here what is E? E is nothing but 15th group element. For example, N2O3, dinitrogen trioxide, commonly called trioxide. N2O5, dinitrogen pentoxide. And oxides of phosphorus are, one is P2O3, other one is P2O5. So we can write these two in their dimers also, like P4O6 and P4O10. Now here, these are trioxides and these are pentoxides. Generally in trioxides, oxidation state of nitrogen and phosphorus is +3. And whereas in pentoxides, oxidation state is +5. As oxidation state increases, acidic nature also increases. Generally both nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metals. Oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. But among trioxides and pentoxides, pentoxides are more acidic than trioxides. So as oxidation number of central atom increases, acidic nature increases. We know N2O3 and P2O3. Here oxidation state of both nitrogen and phosphorus is +3. But among these two, nitrogen oxide is more acidic than phosphorus oxide, because among nitrogen and phosphorus, nitrogen is good non-metal. Now similarly, among N2O5 and P2O5, nitrogen pentoxide is more acidic than phosphorus pentoxide. Now finally you have to remember, if similar elemental oxides are given, then as oxidation number of central atom increases, acidic nature also increases. If similar oxides are given with different central atoms, then we have to identify which is good non-metal, then that is only more acidic. Now here I will discuss oxides of phosphorus first. Oxides of phosphorus. Now we have two oxides of phosphorus, P2O3, P2O5, or you can write P4O6, P4O10. When white phosphorus reacts with limited supply of oxygen, then we will get phosphorus trioxide. When it reacts with excess of oxygen, then we will get phosphorus pentoxide, or it's a dimer. So if you take P4O6 and P4O10, what are their structures? Here this is P4 unit. 4 phosphorus atoms are available and I am showing tetrahedral shape. These are not bonds, just I am showing tetrahedral shape. Here between two phosphorus atoms we can write one oxygen atom. Yes, this is the structure of P4O6. In this P4O6, each phosphorus atom is surrounded by 3 oxygen atoms. Come to P4O10. The difference between P4O6 and P4O10 is only 4 oxygen atoms. Where we have to accommodate those 4 oxygens? Now if you take tetrahedron here, once again one oxygen atom between 2 phosphorus atoms. Now both are similar here, but here each phosphorus is having one more oxygen. Here each phosphorus atom is surrounded by 4 oxygen atoms. These are the structures of phosphorus trioxide and phosphorus pentoxide, oxides of nitrogen. So nitrogen forms various types of oxides. Number 1, dinitrogen oxide. Here oxidation state of nitrogen is +1. That's why this is also written as nitrogen 1 oxide. This is colorless gas. This is also called as laughing gas. Now come to second one, that is nitrogen monoxide. Here oxidation state of nitrogen is +2. That's why this is also written as nitrogen 2 oxide. Here these numbers indicating oxidation state of nitrogen. Now NO is also colorless gas. Third one, dinitrogen trioxide. Here oxidation state of nitrogen is +3, nitrogen 3 oxide. This is blue colored solid. Next one, nitrogen dioxide. Oxidation state is +4. When it is converted into solid state, then it becomes its a dimer, that is N2O4. In gaseous state, this is brown colored gas. When it is converted into its dimer, that is solid, this is colorless solid. So here this is dinitrogen tetroxide. In both the cases, oxidation state of nitrogen is +4. That's why this is also written as nitrogen 4 oxide. Last one, dinitrogen pentoxide. Here oxidation state is +5, nitrogen 5 oxide. This is also colorless solid. Now come to preparations. Now generally by heating ammonium nitrate, you are getting N2O. Now see second one, sodium nitrite reacts with ferrous sulfate and sulfuric acid gives NO. Here all these are byproducts. Next, NO reacts with N2O4 gives this N2O3. Next one, by heating lead nitrate, you are getting nitrogen dioxide gas. When this nitrogen dioxide gas is converted as solid, then we have its dimer N2O4. Last one, when nitric acid reacts with P4O10, this is dimer of phosphorus pentoxide. Now here you will get nitrogen pentoxide. Now among all these oxides of nitrogen, first two are neutral oxides, remaining three are acidic oxides. As oxidation number of nitrogen increases, acidic character also increases. Now move to structures of these oxides. Now here I am taking two nitrogens, one oxygen atom. Nitrogen contains three unpaired electrons, one lone pair. Oxygen, two unpaired and two lone pairs. So between these three, a triple bond is formed. Now here this nitrogen donates that lone pair to oxygen and forms dative bond. Here remember, if oxygen is forming single bond, definitely we have 6 electrons here. Before formation of this bond, these two unpaired electrons will pair up. Now come to second one, nitrogen and oxygen. Here these are unpaired electrons and this is lone pair. Now here these two are unpaired electrons of oxygen and remaining are lone pairs. Now here a double bond is formed. Now whereas in third compound we have two nitrogens and three oxygens. Now here unpaired and this is lone pair. Here two unpaired, two lone pairs. Come to here unpaired, lone pair, two unpaired. Now a single bond is formed here. Here two unpaired electrons, two lone pairs, a double bond. Now here two unpaired, two lone pairs. Now this nitrogen donates that lone pair to oxygen and forms dative bond. Now always you remember, if oxygen is having double bond, remaining electrons are two lone pairs, single bond, then we will get three pairs. Now come to NO2. This is nitrogen, unpaired electrons, this is lone pair. Two oxygen atoms, two unpaired, two lone pairs, a double bond is formed here. Here oxygen is having three pairs, this is dative bond. Now see this electron, this is unpaired electron. Because of this unpaired electron, nitrogen dioxide is paramagnetic in nature. Now when you are converting NO2 into N2O4, this is its dimer, then one NO2 contains one unpaired electron, another NO2 contains another unpaired electron. Between these two a bond is formed, that is why it becomes N2O4. NO2 is paramagnetic, but N2O4 is diamagnetic. Whereas in case of NO also we have an unpaired electron, that is why this is also paramagnetic substance. Among all the oxides of nitrogen, NO and NO2 are paramagnetic, remaining all are diamagnetic. At last, we have N2O5. Here 2 nitrogens, oxygen, remaining 4 oxygens here. Now directly I am showing double bond, dative bond, double bond, dative bond, here 2 single bonds. What are the remaining electrons here? Here 3 pairs, here 2 pairs, 3, 2. This is nitrogen pentoxide. The special point is, among all the oxides, NO is neutral as well as paramagnetic oxide of nitrogen.